All right, hello and welcome. Today is Donation Leagues, and we already streamed some standards. So if you want to check that out, we played some Boros Nights. If you want to watch that, make sure you go to the YouTube channel and you check on the link over there. And right now it's the turn for Legacy. We're playing a real spicy one. This is actually an old school. This is an old school deck. It's the entire deck is built around the card High Tide. What High Tide does is until end of turn, whenever any player, and this is important, any player, if you're playing against the blue deck, you're actually boosting your opponent's mana. So we have to be careful with that. But yeah, every island just taps for an additional blue mana. Of course, High Tides do stack, and this is actually pretty important because you will start with only one. You tap the first island, it adds blue, then any other island that you play adds for 2 blue, and then every new high tide that you play, you actually boost that amount of mana. So you usually just want to hold on to tap your lands until you have played all of your high tides. Another key interaction also is the fact that if you start the turn with 3 lands in play, for example, and then you high tide, if you find a land later that turn, that island will actually tap for extra mana. So it's because of the wording, it's different than something like that doesn't change the fact of the lands that come into play afterwards. So it is a combo deck. So we have 12 cantrips, Brainstorm, Ponder, Preordain, full playset of each of those. Pact of Negation as a way to protect our combo. Fluster Storm as very cheap interaction. More cantrip in the form of Predict. Merchant Scroll, which this card is actually modern legal. At one point, Blue Red Storm used to play this card. You search for a library for a blue instant card. Easy. So it's basically Demonic Tutor for a blue instant. What instance we can get, you would ask yourself? Well, High Tide, Intuition, Turnabout. This untaps all of our lands. 100% of the time we're going to name lands, so yeah. Cunning Wish, we actually have a wish board that we're going to go over that real quick. And then Force of Will / Pact of Negation if we want to go off and protect the combo. And finally, another one of the enablers of the deck is Time Spiral. This is how we manage to play a bunch of different spells, a bunch of spells in the same turn, kind of like accruing our storm count. It's really funny how this card starts with exile it. So you exile as the first thing you do with the card, which is funny. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draw 7 cards. Then you untap up to 6 lands. You untap lands. You see where we're going with this. We make a ton of mana, and our win con is to Cunning Wish, which you can choose an instant from outside the game and put in your hand. We Cunning Wish for either Blues and Zenith to make our opponents draw a bazillion cards. Brain Freeze, which is another one of the win conditions, excuse me. And then we can get more Pact of Negations if we want to save our combo, or we can go get Surgical Extraction against something like Reanimator, for example. And Wipe Away to answer any problematic permanent. An extra Turnabout that we can wish for, and Snap, which can bounce a creature and also return lands. This is useful, of course, if our opponent has something like Meddling Mage, Thalia, all of those cards that we struggle to beat. And Horcrux Recall can also bounce Chalice of the Void and Sphere of Resistance or whatever. So we have like a bunch of tutor targets that we can go find with our Cunning Wish. Finally, Teferi's Realm. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses artifact, creature, land, or non-aura enchantment. The wording is hilarious. All non-token permanents of that type face out. So basically, I don't even know how to use this. So you can like exile them and then they come back in step. Non-token permanents of that type face out. It's for permanent base hate. Okay, so basically, if we put Teferi's Realm and then at the beginning of our upkeep we choose, for example, artifact, and then all the artifacts face out. Oh, this is really nice against Chalice too. It's pretty sick. That's cool. So we have the Ferris Ram, we have Grafdigger's Gauge, and then we have a one-off search for Ascanta. I think that pretty much covers the entire deck. So we're just going to join a Legacy League and get ready to see me make some mistakes here. I somewhat know my way around Legacy, but I definitely don't know my way around this deck, so... let's see what we can make happen. Buckle in, friends. Yeah, for real. I am buckling in myself, honestly. I'm buckled. I'm buckled. I played this deck in paper, but I haven't played it in a while. Okay. Hopefully you're not rusty, Richard, because you're going to need to help me out here for sure. Hi, Daddy, is this Legacy deck? Unbound Frantic Search. Mine's Desire Wizards. Yeah, for real. That was the first thing that I saw when Richard sent me the deck. I'm like, huh, why aren't we playing Frantic Search? And then I'm like, oh, that's right. Legacy has a banned list. That's right. Cool. It's nice that MTGO does the math for you. Fran life's been really hard since the mistake. What's the mistake? Yeah, I only can unban Frantic Research. The fire can probably stay banned though. Do you really want to unban Frantic Search though? I mean, we have a bunch with some islands and cantrips, like a hand with some islands and cantrips, so... yeah, I guess that we want to ponder first, because then we can use Preordain to clear the top of the deck. Kind of wish it's a win condition. We don't need another land just yet. So I guess we don't actually want this. We're looking for high tides. So we can just shuffle. All right, we got a kind of wish. Birth was a mistake. Yikes. Wow, brutal. Hashtag sequencing. So this might be the Titan deck. There's actually a Titan Stompy deck, which I kinda wanna give it a try too. They're casting banned cards. Yep. Oh, Elves. Elves. Okay. Preordain. Okay, that's cool. So we put High Tide on top, and then we put Preordain on top to draw it right now. Because we want to draw... oof. So if we double High Tide... so we High Tide once, we High Tide twice, we tap for 3 mana. What is it like to be a god? I don't think we can go off just yet, but we can go off on turn 4. Okay, Visionary. Force the Northern Trees, you have the Spiral in hand. Okay. So we are going to end step Cunning Wish. Okay, Quirion Ranger again. What can we wish for here? can wish for snap. So we're gonna draw another High Tide. So now we tap for 1, this tap for 2, 3. So we can basically just draw a bunch of cards where we cannot set up lethal from here. Tap for 1. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any way that I can actually pay for pack next upkeep. So this steps for 1, this steps for 2, I have 1 floating, and then this step for 4. So I can technically pay for Pact of Negation too. So if my opponent goes for like a natural order, okay, they have a Gleam's turn. So I just need them to not draw Gaia's Cradle. Okay, they play their land. High Tide wants to wait until the absolute latest moment to go off, yeah. Wow, my opponent's draw is very, very bad. So do we want to wish here end step? Oh, wow. Turnabout can actually stop my opponent from killing me. I didn't know that. That's great. It's a fog. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so end step. I feel like I want to cast this kind of wish here. I was more thinking of wishing for Blues and Zenith. You can even tap the lands in up. Yeah, that's probably not great against Elves. It's probably better to upkeep tap their dudes. I think I kind of want to cast kind of wish here. No, we're not playing Mystic Chantry. We got still a Space Corona I can before they switch the name in paper. Nice. I guess we can get... I kind of feel like I want to... Is it crazy for me to want to Zenith here? Just so we can draw some cards? It's okay. Brainstorm. So I think we can probably try to go off next turn. They play the land. This is a natural order. What happens if we pact here? Because they can have the 6 mana thing that doesn't let me cast instants anymore. So I think I actually have to pack this. They have no pressure, you don't need to rush. I mean, they have lethal. So I probably need to do something, right? But I'm not concerned about the Crater Hoof. I'm concerned about my opponent having the 6 mana, the 5, like the 4 green whites. You choose a card type, and the chosen card type can't be played. I know I have Turnabout. But if my opponent gets that card, I straight up lose. The Archon guy, exactly. So I guess we risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Okay, they don't have the Archon. Turnabout. target player, let's say creature, and we're gonna tap. They didn't swing in for 10, interesting. Time spiral, okay, so that should be good now. So, well, now I'm super sad that I got the Zenith there. We should have gotten another turnabout, I guess. To command the direct card, the file for comp, clearly. So we play land, High Tide, 1, High Tide for 3, yeah. So this is just what the deck does. We just hope now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we I guess that we can intuition for triple High Tide. Well, I guess we ponder first. Let's ponder. Nice. So we put this on top. Top. We don't shuffle. We cast High Tide. We cast Brainstorm. We put Fluster on top. I guess Island on top, never mind. We cast another High Tide. We make 5 mana, predict. We have an island on top. So say island. Yes. We draw 2, we find nothing. We were still fine. So we can preordain. Put this on top, this on top. 7, 12. So we can intuit, I guess. We have 7 mana right now. So we're gonna use 3 to intuition. We intuition for triple time spiral. Come on, Moto. So now that we have done that, we can preordain. Put ponder on top, ponder. Nice. Put this on top, this on. No, actually, undo. You can't undo. Shit. Okay, so shuffle, no. Gonna High Tide. We're gonna tap this for 6. So I guess we have to predict my opponent. Because we can go get, we can say forest. We draw Merchant Scroll. We scroll for a High Tide. We cast High Tide. We tap this for 1,000,000. We time spiral. Storm count 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We kind of whiffed here, but that's fine because this is. We just mill them here. So we're gonna get it. Cunning Wish and Brain Freeze. Yes, Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze you. Same target, same targets. So I'm expecting that this is not going to work game 2 because they might bring in Progenitus. And Progenitus just shuffles your graveyard. So I'm definitely not going to go for that kill next turn, next game. Elves seems like a pretty good matchup. Yeah, I would imagine that my opponent is going to be bringing... Wow, my opponent had the Archon! They had it, chat! They had it and they didn't go for it! Oh, wow. That's insane. Oh, wow. We should have totally lost this game. That's hilarious. Collector Oof main deck. Interesting. All right. So game 2. Probably don't want Pact of Negation. That seems pretty bad. Teferi's Realm sounds amazing. On Grafdigger's Cage. It only shuffles itself? Oh, good to know. I mean, but it's the same thing, because I can't kill them, right? Like, even if it just shuffles itself, that's enough for... Yeah. That's enough for me to not be able to set up lethal, and then if my opponent untaps and just kills me, then we're just dead, you know? Legacy stable to Ferris Ram Pog? Yeah, for real, right? It's kind of Pog. But actually, do we want the realm? I guess this is the only answer to an early Archon. This is literally this is literally the only answer we have to an early Archon. Oh, we actually kinda need a Fluster now that I think about it because of Vial. Yeah, we actually need Fluster now that I think about it. Cyber the High Tide out? Really? How come? In case they have Surgical? Okay. Okay. So that makes room for one Fluster. The Surgical High Tide, I'm dead. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I definitely want to have access to Fluster, actually. So I'm going to cyber like this. I'm definitely not sold on this. Does anyone in chat know if Carl Rivera ult is still bugged MTGO? Is it bugged? Guess I keep this. We have Lance Ponder. The repeated types. Apparently, it's a modo only, Larry. It's a Magic Online only thing. Okay. Is this gas or is this terrible? I think this is gas, actually. And I want all of these cards. This can actually Cunning Wish for... Yeah, so I'm gonna do this, no shuffle. So now we actually have our answer to Thoughtseize. You got it. This is a high tide channel. Yeah, this is like the worst. Nah, I guess this is not the worst Landlord of Art. The newer ones are so bad. This one is sweet though. Feedhorn Elves. I would not side out high tide. They would need discard plus surgical, and we can't get a counter spell, and we can't have a caster spell. Really unlikely. Yeah, I mean, but now we're drawing a Cunning Wish, and that Cunning Wish is now a sword, is now a High Tide. I guess. Was Mimini and had lethal, so I ulted Karn just Goss, and the game replayed it at like 2 times speed, then MTGO crashed. Whoops. Whoops. That's what you get for playing with your food. My opponent has not had the best glimpse turns. That was years ago, so I don't know if it's fixed. I don't know. This is not a current liberated stream, you know? This is not a particularly current liberated stream, if you know what I mean. So I think they're gonna go for Archon here. So I'm gonna wish in response. And I think I wish for High Tide, right? This is a High Tide channel now, yeah. I would have been able to wish for Fluster. Feels bad, man. Gonna buy your Spade Godzilla Death Corner for $300? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let's find Grafdigger's Cage. That would have been just great value, you know? So we're gonna name creature next turn. And I think that if my opponent doesn't have the Rex Sage for this, we just win, right? This is for both players. Yeah. So they also cannot play instants. High Tide emotes at tier 3 sub. The best part is they cannot use Decay to destroy my Teferi's Realm. that's just great. That's just fucking awesome. Good value, good value. All right, so we're gonna name creature. Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? That's so awesome. Wow. I have never faced out. That's great. All right, so now these tap for 3 mana, so that's good. So we're going to do this. That's a land. That's exactly what we want, right? So we're going to do Spiral on the top, Predict on the top now. Yeah, because it actually nets me more mana, yeah. No, this is not a deterministic deck at all. So we're going to do these 2 on top. We're going to play a land. We're going to fetch, find an island, more lands, turnabout myself to, we're going to say lands, and we're going to say untap, float more mana, we're going to turnabout ourselves, we're going to say land, and we're going to say untap, we're going to float more mana, just the casual 31 mana, classic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. All right, so, how to sequence our cantrips here is actually kind of interesting. So we can, again, I think I want to make enough mana so that we can make my opponent draw. So I think we're gonna ponder first, then preordain, then brainstorm, and then we can use Cunning Wish to shuffle. So this is a ponder. we can do brainstorm, flusterstorm, predict. We don't shuffle. We predict ourselves, naming flusterstorm. Flusterstorm. Draw 2, High Tide, PogChamp. Then we're going to... I guess we have 2 brainstorms, so it's better to brainstorm first. So brainstorm. All right, this should be games now. This should be GG's now. High Tide. Merchant Scroll. For High Tide, cast High Tide. Now we are tapping for a bazillion mana. Okay, so now we brainstorm another Teferi's Roll, I'm sure. Boom, boom. Do we have enough to just kill them? This is 45 mana. This is not enough, so we need to keep going. We need to keep going, so... What can we do here? We can, oh, we can just wish for turnabout. Yes. Turnabout. Land and tap. Is this enough now? 64, 68. Yeah, okay. So now we wish for Blues and Zenith. Yes. Blues and Zenith. Opponent loving every second of making me click a lot. We're gonna draw them, make them draw 67 cards. So this was Samuel 20 years ago. Neat, I know, right? Oh wow. Am I High Tide Master now? I think I'm a High Tide Master now. That clicking should be worth 10 push-ups. For real, right? I mean, look at this hand. This is just perfect. We have Force, we have a couple of High Tides, we have Ponder. Give me flashback of 1998. Nice. I mean, I just won 2 matches. That has to be enough, right? Can we just drop the league now? Just drop the league, do something else now? We can play some Pioneer. I don't see how Reclaimer fits in the deck. I really hope. Reclaimer High Tide. That's the next tech. That is the next tech. I think my favorite part about this deck is how it's actually not deterministic. So you start going off, and like if you're playing against a Force of Will deck, they can draw Force and they can mess you up. It's so bad. I have to admit that this is amazing. Yeah, I'm having fun. It's the most fun. You can just be fucked by spiral. Exactly. You just spiral and then you just find nothing and just die. It's kind of hilarious. Is this something we'll need to force? Chalice on 1. Yeah, we kind of have to force that one, do we? Don't we? Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think what I'm going to pitch. I think I pitch a High Tide, right? Actually have a fun Legacy Amulet version if you're interested. Oh, I'm probably not. That definitely counts as a meme. So yeah, so we're gonna cast, we're gonna pitch, and I think we're gonna pitch the high tide here. Feels bad, man. Island would be nice. Sweet. So this means that we don't need to. We can hold a fetch in hand. Okay, so they know what bullshit we're on. I know, terrible. So I think I keep this, and I hope my opponent doesn't have another chalice. No, I think I just ship this. Shuffle. All right. Please, no second chalice. Come on, LP. Come on. Come on. God damn it. So I guess we have to intuition for Cunning Wish. Intuition for Cunning Wish. And then wish for an answer. Probably the Hercules Recall. What the hell is my opponent playing? I think Hercules is better because it plays around my opponent having multiple chalices. They're playing fours too? God damn. Oh, we're super screwed. Ah, damn it. We really needed to hit a land drop there. Now my opponent's gonna find like it's gonna have infinite turns. Shit. And they're drawing like filtering their draws like crazy. Yeah, Oko is actually legal here. I know it's terrible. It sucks. We might actually just get Oko right now. Emery. Oof, this is brutal. My opponent's playing a Brewski over there. Land. It's not a land. I mean, if we ever get a land, we have a route to victory. Yeah, because coding actually. Oh no, this is only with spells. Wait, what? For a second, I almost got excited. Oh, are they playing main deck? Oh, they're playing the main deck Ancient Grudge. I think we just scoop to this. Gain control target. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That actually makes sense. All right, yeah. So they're probably playing main deck Ancient Grudge and stuff like that. The realms are gonna come in. I don't like fluster too much. It kind of sucks because my opponent is actually playing. It's actually playing the Force of Will. You're on bigger bullshit than us, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of the of the Dack ultimate, and I'm like, oh, they can target Liquid Metal Coating and just like steal my stuff. But then I forgot about the Dack -2. Yeah, I don't think I want Crafter's Cage. Embry is kind of a beating, but I don't think it's like, I don't think we can get Crafter's Cage, unfortunately. Okay. My opponent is playing the Chalice deck, so I'm going to assume that they don't have Surgical Extraction, so I'm not going to play around it. So put this on top and put this on top. So I guess we're going to probably pitch the Cunning Wish to Force of Will. Or we can use the Cunning Wish to find an answer to the Chalices and stuff. Take it from there. Seat of the Synod. Look at my opponent playing Mox Opal over there. Play Mox Opal like a real champion. Play the Misty there so we can shuffle away with Brainstorm if we need to. They have 5 mana on turn 2 right here? Jesus! Wow. That's a lot of mana. Okay. Oko is fine. I cannot believe we just said the words Oko is fine. That's kind of amazing. Alright, sweet. So we have that. We also have... So I guess now we can actually Merchant Scroll for High Tide. So we put these on top and then these on top. And we shuffle. Yeah, I think we shuffle here. Oko has no targets, we're the superior deck, clearly. Clearly that's exactly the case. I'm gonna scroll here. We could scroll for we could scroll for Fluster, but I think we're gonna scroll for High Tide. Yeah, that's my hope. My hope is that we get an next turn. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. Seems rough. Our opponent is playing a very hateful deck against what we're doing here. Okay. They have access to Hardcast Force. I guess we can wait one more turn. That's really nice. So now we are gonna wait one more turn, and we have access to Fluster if we need to. And we can Cunning Wish end step for maybe Pact of Negation? What should we wish for? Pact of Negation sounds legit. Need one more mana for Fluster backup. This is a way to get one more mana. I like that. Oh, please force us. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, they don't. So we're gonna take this Snapperino. That's an ugly art snap. I just noticed this is an ugly art snap. I could have the superior snap, but I'm not playing the superior snap. What is wrong with me? Force of Negation, probably. So it's better for me to force this, right? Yeah, 100%. Force, pitching force. Force pitching Embry, sorry. Okay. So now they're gonna counter my. Oh, they're countering my High Tide. So I guess what is. So if I Fluster here, that's 1 mana. So I guess it's better for me to High Tide in response and then Fluster. Yeah, it's better for me to High Tide than Fluster. Then we Fluster. And we're gonna put this counters here. This counters here. Wait, what? This counters here. Same targets. Same targets. What if I want to counter this? Can I change the targets like that? Is that working? I guess it is working. No, it's not. Oh, come on. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, so you have to hit on same targets unless you want to change the target, in which case you can choose the other target. So if they have Fluster here, we lose, but that's fine. I don't know how to do this in Moto. Yeah, me neither, clearly. Alright, so now we force that. Now High Tide resolves. Now we're going to snap Mox, I guess. Yeah, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. We untap 2 lands, float some Manases, and we spin the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just whiffing on lands altogether, no big deal. Alright, so let's start with Preordain. Digs the deepest. Merchant Scroll. Alright, we do have 2 Flusters though, so this is nice. So we're gonna put, oh, actually, oh, no, undo. Oh, please tell me we can undo. No, we can't undo shit. Fuck. Alright, so I guess, that sucks. That really sucks. Scroll for High Tide. Brainstorm. Another snap. Nice. So I guess we can put this on top. And then put the Brainstorm on top. Then we can predict ourselves, naming Brainstorm. Brainstorm. Now we can ponder. So this Preordain High Tide. Shuffle, no. Cast another High Tide. Going to snap Emery. I can wish and see it ourselves. Yes, but I'm just gonna go for. I think I'm just going to wish for. Just wish for. We have enough to kill them, so we just wish for. For Brain Freeze, we actually have lethal here. We double Frosted Storm back up. Land. Untap. Wish. How are we ahead on time? Somebody, chat, please explain how the hell are we ahead on time? Explain, chat, how are we ahead on time? 19 spells cast before this turn. These are gonna be some long Fluster Storms. Can I wish? Yes. Brain freeze EU. Same targets. High Tide Master, right here. High Tide Master. Technically better to tap their pedal than untap your lands to play around Flusterstorm. But we can counter our opponent's Flusterstorm, and we can probably just pay for our opponent's Flusterstorm. with the ridiculous amount of mana that we have access to. So yeah, I don't think I'm too concerned about Flusterstorm there. Even Veil doesn't do anything. Oh, because I returned Embry? What do you mean, Bravo Master? What's the legacy deck called that plays primetime? I think it's called. I think people call it Titan Stompy. I'm quite enjoying this. Yeah, this has been fun. This has been fun. Yeah, I guess we go with the same thing, right? 12 post Titan. Oh, they pitch them to force the one you snapped. If you snap the food, they don't pitch to force, though we don't know if they had another blue card. Yeah, I mean, they probably have another blue card. I'm just assuming that they do. Keep. Yeah, there's another one that plays Dryad and plays Chalice of the Void. Okay, so we don't have land, so I think we're gonna do put on top, put on top, put on top. We're gonna name Flooded Strand. We're gonna cast on my opponent's next end step. We're gonna cast Predict, and we're gonna name Flooded Strand. End step fetch for no reason, the classic. Okay, so we're looking for a High Tide. The only problem here is that I guess we don't have to go to this card because we can just face Realm. Look at that card advantage, man. Card advantage. In before my opponent plays a choke. Why are they fetching basics? What is going on over there? I think Dack is fine. Predict myself. Flooded Strand. Okay. Gonna use this turn to play a Teferius Realm. This answers all of my opponents. We got a reader, chat. We got a reader. They force? Oh wow. Pitching Quaddle. Do we force back here? Because the good thing is that if we force right now, yeah, I think I force here. Like clearly my opponent has some artifact hate over there, so I think it's better for me to force right here. We pitch the Fluster, which I'm not psyched about, but like clearly, oh wow, they force back again. Jeez. Okay. Okay, we still have one answer to. We still have one answer to a Chalice or something. I guess I'm going to scroll. Well, I guess I'm gonna preordain first for predict. That's pretty hot. All right, so put on top, and we name island. We can recoup some card advantage. I guess I do this right now. Island. Okay. We have brainstorm. It doesn't let you play expensive because they don't exist yet. Yeah, it's that is just great. Planeswalkers just was not a type back then, so you can't pick them. I think I brainstorm instead. Like my mana is kind of taxed here. Manu beginning of these predicts, yeah. Just whenever I predict, I draw 2 islands. I mean, it's all about just sequencing your cantrips. It's just like a lot of these decks are a lot about sequencing your cantrips properly. Finding that fluster is just pure gas, man. That's so good. So I guess I put a merchant scroll on. I shuffle this away. We can scroll. Yeah, we're gonna shuffle this away. So we play a land, we scroll for High Tide. And we start setting up a kill for next turn. Too many scrolls. Yeah, we just don't have enough time for that much scrolling. Too much scrolling. I kind of want to wish for a Pact of Negation. I kind of want to wish for a Pact of Negation. Actually, I think we probably just have time, though. Shuffle away, play my island, play preordain. Force intuition. Do I want the intuition? I guess intuition is basically High Tide. Can I draw this intuition right now? No, I can't. I wish I had both of these cards. 50 years, you surf the waves. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to bottom the force and top the intuition. And we're going to wish for Pact of Negation, and we're going to go off next turn. With double counter magic backup. The funniest thing is my opponent just cannot tap out, like, ever. Because if they tap out, they just lose. Don't even plus Dack. All right. There's no need for us to do anything. There just isn't any need for us to do anything. All right, so I'm going to end step Cunning Wish for Pact of Negation, then I'm going to go off. Feels bad, man. My opponent's really struggling over there. They are really struggling. We could also snap. No, that we're just going to. Let's not get silly here. Just go with Pact. All right. High tide. High tide. Fetch. For island. Fetch. For island. Boom, 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 boom. Turnabout myself. Land and tap. Time spiral, let's go. Force. I will pact your force. Actually, I should have pointed one of these Fluster Storms at the Force of Negation, so if I fizzle, I don't have to pay for my pack next upkeep. That was a mistake. Minor mistake, but... I mean, it's probably not gonna matter, because, like, if we whiff, we're just gonna die. It's high tide. Let's... Do we just have enough here? We might just have enough. Ponder. I guess I messed up. I should have scrolled first, then pondered. Okay, so this, no shuffle. Gonna merchant scroll. For Fluster Storm. Going to merchant scroll again. For scroll for Cunning Wish. Yeah, sure. So let's scroll for Cunning Wish. I guess let's float all the mana. Let's turn about myself. Land on tap. Let's wish. Pact your force. Wish for... Well, clearly I don't have anything. What's the cleaner kill? Probably Blue Sound Zenith is the cleaner kill at this point, because they have 43 cards and we have a gazillion mana. Yeah, right? So we Zenith them for... Let's do 49 cards. Sure. My opponent disconnected. My opponent disconnected. They're like, I just lost to this bullshit. I'm done here. My Chalice deck just lost to the deck that scoops to Chalice. I am done. 2-0, baby. I think it might be time for some push-ups. Wow. We can update the push-up counter. Marcus complete. Right on time to join back the next match. Everything's running up smoothly. Go to the gym with MTG friends sometimes. They yell out over the commercial gym that I need to be 6'6" with trample when I lift something very heavy. That's good, but I know that's what I fit. That's what I think of. Just like, how big would Titan be? Aether Vial. Shit. I can't really force this, right? So we just have to win through Athalia somehow. I guess we can wish for Snap. That's probably like, ooh. Fluster's not good. We're gonna get to shuffle it away with this brainstorm. The good thing is that at least this fluster can pitch to force. So my opponent just plays. That's totally Athalia. That's totally Athalia. Damn it. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess Fluster is actually worse. It's actually not worse. Yeah, it is worse than a land. All right, luck's running out, chat. Luck is running out now. Oh, it's Esper Vial! Ooh. Okay. Nice wasteland, nerd. Esper Vial does play Force, right? Anybody in chat can help me out here? Does Esper Vial play Force? I think it does. Yeah, I'm not sure either. So let's look at the stock list. Yeah, 4 Force, 1 Brazen Borrower, 1 Peacekeeper, nice. 1 Venser, 4 Meddling Mage. Fuck. That's very rough. Two Givers, no Mom. Interesting. 1 Flicker Wisps, 4 Recruiter of the Guard, 2 Soul Herder, 1 Plague Engineer, 2 Teferi Time Raveler. Oh, fuck. Yeah, this looks... So they're gonna get Meddling Mage here. Yeah, this matchup looks kind of unwinnable. This looks pretty much unwinnable. Oof. Okay. Okay. Cool. So we have to wish for Snap / Brain Freeze. Probably Snap. / Brain Freeze, no, / the other thing. And I don't want to do that right now because my opponent simply just does not they just never activate the Vial anymore. So I guess that we want to start with Brainstorm, shuffle away some of these redundant lands, and then ponder. Okay. So now we can maybe win some counter battles. So shuffle those away. Island, ponder. Okay, that's good. That is good. Okay, so we're gonna put Wish on top. Island predict and not shuffle. End step, I'm gonna predict naming island. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 turns. Good thing about it didn't choose kind of wish. Yeah, I think we actually. Well, I guess that we can still win though. if they choose Cunning Wish there. So I guess it makes sense. Brainstorm. I'm seriously considering forcing this. I actually think we do force. So predict myself. We're gonna name Island. And then it's a second high tide. So we're gonna force Bitchin Fluster. Is they named Cannon Wish? We have no wing on. Oh, that's interesting. That's nice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, land off the top, please. Ponder for a land. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle, no. All right, so we have to hope my opponent has nothing, that we're not dead this turn. We should not be. And then we're going to wish and step for snap. They have a 3-drop. Fuck. Ah, that's exactly lethal. Shit. At least if it had been a soul herder, it would not be lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Womp womp. All right, Fairy's Realm in place of some Flusters. I guess in place of Pact of Negation? Do they have Fluster in the sideboard? Let me check real quick. They don't play Fluster. They play Glenelender Archmage. Wow. So, no Flusters. Deafening Silence, though. Jeez. Just Pact of Negation seems pretty poor. I guess Search for Ascantum? No, they actually have a bunch of Wastelands. Never mind. I guess Pact of Negation is actually better than Fluster. Oh, Les used to play 1 Zenith in the main. Yeah. Keep. This matchup feels close to unwinnable. Move to 6. Okay. Top. No. So I guess that if my opponent does play a Vial in 1, I force it. Yeah, especially if they lead on this, 100%. And I guess that we're gonna be drawing. Should I pitch Time Spiral? Yeah, I guess I pitch Time Spiral. We jam in the best format, yep. So we have land. I guess I want to Ponder. There's a Brainstorm on top, which I might want to draw. Another Force. I don't think I can force. I can. Maybe I actually need to. No, actually, I don't think I can. So I think I'm just gonna shuffle here. Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Another vial. Shit. Okay, so I'm going to brainstorm here. Hope to find a land. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So we're going to put this on top and this on top. So we're going to draw the Cunning Wish. Scroll for High Tide, I guess. So if my opponent plays a Meddling Mage here, it's so unfortunate when you when you force the Vial and they just have another one. It's just, it's so backbreaking, but you just kind of have to force it, right? You don't really have many outs at that point. Maybe Vial decks are just broken. Alright, so no Venser one time. No Venser one time. Land off the top, please. Land. Nope. Okay. They have the force. Shit. Ah, that's brutal. Alright, I mean, we can still kind of wish for Snap. Thoughtseize? No, OBL Streak. That's fine. BLS isn't like how Balanced Legacy is again, except for actually maybe Euro. I mean, I think it's fine. If they name Cunning Wish, we just lose, I think. The Fairy's Realm. OP is scared, the chat. OP is scared. They are hella scared. Okay, so we need to draw land, I guess. They might have force here. It's not that likely for them to have force. Wipe Away is also fair. Wipe Away is just weirder. It's worse against like force or something, but yeah, maybe I should have gotten Wipe Away. The thing is that Snap allows me to go for it this turn, and I don't want to keep giving my opponent turns. Fuck. So we snap, we untap 2, we cast 1 High Tide, we cast 2 High Tides, 1 floating, that's 4 mana. So we will need to get really, really lucky. We just need lands here, man. Just cannot find another land. Alright, so we can ship the Ugly Art, Time Spiral, and Intuition. And then we're gonna wish for Pact of Negation, I guess. And then on the following turn we can attempt to go off. Yeah, this is... If they have Prelate here, that's just GG's. So this disappears. It's gonna come back end step, but I'm still in my main phase. So I snap this. One. Nah, that's just not enough. I just don't have enough. Yeah, the double melee mage draw is... There's nothing I can do, right? There's nothing I can do here. Because now I need to name Wipe Away. I need to go kind of wish for Wipe Away. I don't think they're gonna name kind of wish, they're just gonna name Snap. Because like I just show them what to name. But we just don't have enough mana. Like we could wish for... We could wish for Wipe Away, but we just don't have enough mana to go. We're just getting clocked. I wonder if this list could play a Dismember in the sideboard. Is that something you have considered, Richin? Probably reason to cut the search for Dismember. I used to run one. Okay, yeah, because that would have, I mean, that would have been game over right there, right? I guess that we were 1 mana short, never mind. But like, my opponent named Snap, but that's fine. Like on the following turn, I just answered both meddling mages. Yeah, my opponent just doesn't have anything else. But it just doesn't matter because they have exactly enough. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Reality Shift, Echoing Truth. Yeah, Echoing Truth would actually be enough, right? No, I guess it wouldn't. We're still short on mana. Dead. We started pretty well, but it was about time for reality to sink in. What am I gonna play in Pioneer? We're gonna play some Jund turns. We're gonna be playing some Jund turns. It's a list by 9,000 stabs, and they sent me a couple of changes that they wanna have from the list that we played last time. Sure. Please don't have turn 1 Chalice dot hand. All right, so we're gonna ponder for a land. Bugged. So I think Turnabout's gonna go back. I guess Intuition can go on top. Would we rather draw a Turnabout or would we rather draw an Intuition? I guess we can predict one of these scrolls away. Accumulate knowledge. Oh my god, my opponent's feeling miracles from like a year ago. It doesn't change anything reaching to set stops. Because like we're gonna draw one of these two cards, right? The order in which we draw them, it doesn't matter. Merchant Scroll. Land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to double discard? Jeez. The jig is up? Yeah, I know. That sucks. Wait. I guess I let this resolve, right? We fight other us going off. We don't fight over this stuff. Island. Come on. Okay. So we want to draw the island. And then we can get the preordain away. Okay, so force preordain island, not shuffle, play land, and end step we're gonna predict naming preordain. And this is fine. This doesn't matter. Unless my opponent can somehow assemble lethal here, which seems not impossible, but tough for them to achieve. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Opponent is smart and they brainstorm. So we're named preordain here. Preordain. Okay, land please. Yes. High tide. Force pitch and accumulate knowledge. So they have a brainstorm and something else. So I think I should force here pitch in Merchant Scroll. I guess I can pitch Cunning Wish. That's better. Gotta brainstorm. High tide resolved. Sweet. Another high tide. Sweet. So that's 4. So I guess I play around another force, right? Land, that's an F6, I think. Yeah, that's an F6. So since we have 6, well, I guess I can just hard cast this force. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Cast High Tide. Cast High Tide. Brainstorm. Nice. Well, that's what I was going to Merchant Scroll for, so that's cool. Saves me 1 step. So Merchant Scroll. For High Tide. Merchant Scroll. For Fluster. 1, that's Bazillion mana. Turnabout myself. Lands, untap. Cunning Wish. Force of Negation. Pact of Negation. So my opponent needs 2 more forms of counter magic. And this is already, wow. Please don't tell me that we just gave my opponent triple. We didn't just give my opponent triple force. Plus triple blue card. Because that would be hilarious. Clap and pray. That sounds like the line. And I guess Brain Freeze is a better win con here. Because it plays around, like, I don't know. Should I scroll for High Tide just? All right, Grant, thank you. Everybody coming from Ghash stream. Thank you for being here. We're playing some High Tide. This is a donation list. We're somehow 2-1. I still have no idea what I'm doing, but I guess the deck is just busted. So yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you enjoy some nice legacy content. So we definitely want to search, right? Like this card seems, this is like the matchup for Search for Ascanta, bar none. This is Untitled Damage 1, but the Nation list, yeah. We probably... How do we cyber here, Richard? Help me out. Help me out here. Pact of Negations seem nice. And Search for Ascanta. These are the cards that I'm looking at. I probably might need some Teferius Realm as well. Maybe Vials with an explanation is the best one. It might be, yes. So Fluster is obviously amazing. I'm not worried about them clocking you. I'm worried about enchantment type hate, like the 1-mana enchantment, the one that was printed now, which I can't remember the name. How expensive is this without Force of Will? Force of Will is not really that expensive in Magic Online. But I don't know. It's probably not that expensive. Like the most expensive cards are Pacts. Merchant's Crueler are actually like, I think 10 tickets each. Kind and Wish are probably like 4 tickets each. Time Spiral are probably 5 tickets each. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is just super cheap. Even the nice art High Tides were like 0.3 cents. Deafening Silence, thank you, yeah. I have no idea what to take out here though. Side out, turnabout. Maybe even Intuition. Intuition sounds bad in the face of Surgical Extraction, right? Let's go with this. I'm not 100% one High Tide out. Oh, yeah. Well, messed it up. Turn to search for Ascanta, can't lose. This is why you only bring one to Fader's Realm, because if you have it in your opening hand, you don't need another one. Can you imagine if my opponent goes like turn 1 Carpet of Flowers? I'm like, what? Alright, so basically the name of the game is just hit land drops. So I kind of really like this, I think. This seems very, very good for us. So how do we order this? However, so we probably want to put this, not shuffle. And next turn we're going to draw the Brainstorm and we can play the island and then we can if the search for Ascanta resolves, we can discard it if we want to, or we can actually draw it, both of which are probably reasonable. So maybe my opponent has like a turn 3 Mentor with backup, with some like forces and stuff. We also have to be very, very wary of Veil of Summer, obviously. Ponder. They chose to not shuffle. Okay. So I think we're actually going to be in this island. Surgical my Ponder. You gotta love it. You got me, opponent. I could never beat the Surgical Extraction right there. Could never beat it. Okay. So no need to play the Teferi's Realm just yet. I think I'm going to Brainstorm at the end of my opponent's turn, however. Just because I want to fill my graveyard a little bit. Surgical on my pre-order. You got it, opponent. You got it. You got it. For color. They didn't exile the prayer then in my graveyard. And they left all the pre-release in my deck? Wait, what? Well, consider my opponent is on monosurgicals. So no need for us to do anything here. Only thing that would kind of suck is like a Pyroblast on the search for Ascanta. That would kind of really suck. Sanctuary back at Ponder. You got it, OP, you got it. The little Snapcaster that could. Oof, that's pretty hot. That is pretty hot. So we definitely want to land. Oops. What do we want to discard here to the predict? Do we just pitch the Teferi's Realm? Well, at this point we can just pay for Pact, so maybe we just do? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put Pact of Negation and Teferi's Realm on top. Predict the Teferi's Realm. Draw 2. Now we flip Search. I kind of wanted that one. That sucks. I should have fetched first, by the way. I totally messed that up. All right. Ascanta, not an island. I know. Brutal. Numbo. I would like to draw a card for free. Thank you very much. Do we want more High Tides? I don't want another Time Spiral, I don't think. Because we have double Pact here. Actually, I might want another Time Spiral. I guess more High Tides is good. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we just go for it here. We have Fluster plus triple Pact, the double Pact. Actually, never mind. High Tide first. Just 4 mana. Oh, I guess we get a free Ascanta activation here, and then we can turn about again. That's kind of pog. Then we can turn about and untap our stuff. That's pretty sick. So I guess I want to force at this point. That is pretty sick. All right, turnabout self. So my opponent's land's tapped for a bazillion mana. Land and tap. Another force. Yeah. I guess another force is better than a second time spiral because it costs me 1 less to cast. Sure. Time spiral. With quintuple counter magic backup. Good old time spiral with 5 counter magic backup. Spell Pierce got pitched. Yeah, Spell Pierce not gonna cut it here, I don't think. I can just hardcast it. Oh, I know. I know. Pact here, Force. Vial. Hardcast. Snapcaster. Let me just cast this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, Diet. So they don't have green mana anymore, which is nice. Let's brainstorm first. Bottom both of this. Merchant Scroll. So I think we just get a Fluster here. That's fine. You can brainstorm. I think we just brainstorm for Fluster, right? Now we brainstorm. Well, that's like not even casting a spell right there. Now we preordain. Bottom. Bottom. Nice. High Tide. And I guess we Cunning Wish. Yes, but they just have nothing? We just Brain Freeze them here, right? I don't think we can get got. Thank you for the follow there. Disadvance. Thank you for the follow, Alpha Strick. Appreciate it. We just want to counter this. Yeah, whatever. 3-1, baby. Three and one. Is High Tide the new meta? I mean, to be fair, like my hands have been like incredible. I have non-mulligan once, and every hand has been like absolute gasoline. Until here. Oh. Well, that one we can maybe beat. Ha! Joke's on you, opponent. My cards are already blue. I feel like I need counter magic here. Okay. People call this a glass cannon. Oh, this is not a glass cannon. Velcher is a glass cannon. Need to cash in points for you to play Legacy Amulet lists. So meme lists, I'm actually gonna change the points. So sorry if you were expecting to cash them in, but I'm actually gonna change them a little bit. Oh, my opponent just has a turn 2 kill, and I don't have a force. Fuck. Well, rough. That's pretty rough. Okay, I'll make an exception for you, Stabs. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be changing the threshold. Basically, my idea is for like a subscriber, so somebody that really watches the channel, for them to be able to get like a free deck choice like once every like 2 months, which I think it's pretty sweet. I think that's fair. But like I would, you know, what I don't want is for like basically for everybody to like be choosing like these meme decks, because one thing that is true is that I just get a lot less viewers when I stream meme decks. That's just a fact. So I don't want to be, you know, like playing meme decks all the time. I know it kind of sucks, but if I keep the threshold a little bit too low, then yeah, 70 viewers watching high. Yeah, but I mean, 25 of those came from Ghash stream, so watching for 2 weeks and then 24k after. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like if in 2 weeks you can get 24k reaching, it's just like, you know, yeah, I think it's gonna be more like 80k, more like maybe like 8. Yeah, I guess 80s makes sense. So maybe like 70 for a non meme and 100 for a meme. That's probably. I mean, all these channel point things is very new to me, so I'm kind of like figuring out as I go. And yeah, I think that 35k is probably a little bit too low, especially because it also impacts. It's impacted by how much I'm streaming, and I'm streaming literally every day nowadays, right? So under normal streaming schedule, then you wouldn't be able to get the value that quickly because I'm just not streaming as much, right? But things are a lot harder once, you know, if I'm streaming every single day, which I've been. Yeah, so I think I do like Fluster because of Pyroblast. I just have no idea which part of the combo we can side out confidently and which ones we need to keep in. It's pretty rough, honestly. This is just too slow, right? This is a lot better. I'm gonna keep this. I probably want to hold on to the Teferi's Realm, so I think I'm just gonna bottom land here. Exactly, Trex. So it's just like, it's just too easy. So yeah, I guess my opponent mulliganed. Let's see. They moved to 5. And they kept. Okay. It kind of sucks because I want both of these, but just not yet. But we have, like, I think I have to keep Time Spiral because this is the proper art one. No kidding though. I think I need to actually keep the Time Spiral because, like, we only have access to 4 of these. And actually, if we get redundant copies, we could just brainstorm them away, so it's probably fine to keep the Time Spiral for now. Been watching your stream every day for like 2 weeks straight. Subscribing, I'm at 41K. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. So like in 2 weeks, you have 41K. Right? So that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make. Like it's too easy to make it to 35K, which is the current threshold. Aria, let's give it the push. Oh, the push-ups are. I think that the push-up value right now it's in the sweet spot. I think the push-up value is at a good spot right here, but. Huh. This really sucks because I would like to use this turn to Merchant Scroll for a High Tide, but I don't think I can because if my opponent taps and plays a Chalice, I guess they can't be playing Chalice. They have a bunch of 1-drops. What am I even saying? So we're just gonna scroll for High Tide here. Make push-ups cheaper so people dump into pushes and not into decks. That's the other line. That's the other line. Let's see if my opponent's 2 cards are Painter Servant into Grindstone. Narset? Well, at least we got the 3-2, right? At least we got the 3-2, I guess. You can wipe away. Yeah, but I don't have the lands. I don't have the region. I don't have the land. I don't have the Cunning Wish. And I don't have the force to push it through. Yeah, I thought it was Mono Red Painter. Yeah, we were not getting there. There's no way. There's no way. So I don't think that was an early scoop. I don't think that's an early scoop. We could have kept going, but like our opponent was gonna start drawing 2 cards a turn, and then like it was just we were never getting there. We were never getting there. That was much better than I was expecting, if I have to be honest. That was a lot better than I was expecting. Definitely the toughest part was sideboarding. Like I just have no idea how to sideboard with this deck. I think that once I got into playing the games, I was stumbling through, but we were putting together some wins. Like that's no joke right there. We did face a couple of nice matchups in Elves, for example, but like we beat the Chalice deck, for example, and like stuff like that. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. This deck was better than I was originally expecting, if I have to be honest. So I am pleasantly surprised. And it was a lot of fun. It was just fun to try to like figure out how to win through, like, you know, how to play around the stuff that stopped our combo and whatnot. It was fun. I could definitely see taking out Search for this member. I mean, to be fair, Search by itself just won that match that we played against the Miracles deck, like the control deck. So, like, I see why it's there, and it makes sense for it to be there. So it's not like a crazy thing. But I could see, for example, either we have 4 Pact of Negation. Maybe we can use 3 instead of 4. And just take out one of these pacts and play the Dismember there. Like, we basically never brought in many Pact of Negations to begin with. You know, so that is probably what I would start. I mean, the deck was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time playing it. I don't think it's tier 1 or anything, but I mean, as you can see, you can put together some wings with it for sure. And like the going off is kind of fun because you're literally just spinning the wheel and hoping that you get lucky. But all right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we have one more league today. We have one more league to go, and we're gonna be playing some John turns in Pioneer. So check out and like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.